So the stars are on show tonight. We've got Kiss performing next door to a sold-out crowd later tonight. But let's do this. Round 24, Super Saturday on Fox League, a blockbuster in game number 3 for the day. And if we can match some of the excitement of last night, Melbourne v Roosters will be doing quite nicely this evening. Head-to-head, these two clubs, bit of history there. 39th meeting, Rabbitohs have won on 20 occasions. And they have played some close matches in recent times. Last year belies that, or the last meeting. Now Murray with the ball, linking up with Walker. Nice crisp ball movement. Mitchell and Magic Johnston's away with his first touch. Ready to light it up on a Saturday night. What about his form? Rabbitohs 23 metres away from the line. Ball movement, unexpected so early. Avili, Mitchell again, on it comes with Arrow. And Hiku is there. And Townsend, a little timid the end to the set. It's almost as if they got a bit frantic. The Cowboys
have spilt the ball
with their first possession. Oh boy, what a start to the night. Rabbitohs go 80 metres, Cowboys drop the ball. Now Arrow's got a problem. And it mightn't be a minor one either for Jai Arrow. Rabbitohs just 10 metres away from the line, so Havili in for Cook. It's a big change. Now on for Totola, or rather Sele. Sele just 4 metres away from the line. Game 50 for Hame Sele tonight, little milestone. Now Murray, nice Andilius, Walker. They let it slide along. And Milne will play it. But the Rabbitohs are putting pressure on the Cowboys here, and it's part of the Cowboys doing that they find themselves in this position. They're sweeping left. You know who's on the end of the back line this side. Tass is caught up there. For Havili and Ilias. Murray again, fend away from Taumalolo. Graham touched it, Milne knocked it on. Disappointing for the Rabbitohs. It wasn't clinical when they went right, not like when they go left.
Well, there's a couple of problems for both back rowers. Koloamatangi down on his haunches. Jai Arrow still getting attention on that finger, and I think it's a dislocated finger. But the second set didn't really match the first set. The first set from the kickoff was just outstanding, wasn't it? 3 hit-ups, and then they shifted to Alex Johnston down that touchline. Arrow's fingers being taped together, back in place. That set was a little sideways from them, not really throwing much at the Cowboys' defence.
You wouldn't call it dodging a bullet, but North Queensland Cowboys relieved that there was no serious damage inflicted on the back of their mistake. And now with the ball 30 metres away from their own line.
Not that it should come as a surprise, but very involved in the opening couple of sets, Cameron Murray, with some great work in the middle.
McLean on this carry. Murray was up there in defence as first man in that time. Holmes has come in looking for work. He's been one of the success stories of the Cowboys this year. Now Taumalolo rolling his way up to the 40-metre line, south end. So they're back on song, North Queensland. Robson for Townsend. Kicks from outside the 40. It's perfectly weighted. Johnston, well, they're going to say, got a toe back to the goal line. And that's all it would be. Certainly no more.
I thought he was short. But anyway, he must have had a part of his boot on the line, and that's all that has to happen. So it's a big play from Alex Johnston. The kick from Chad Townsend, just a fraction too deep. 7 tackle set for the Bunnies.
Live and ad-free in play on this Saturday night. Rabbitohs and Cowboys here on Fox League. And South Sydney 5 metres inside the Cowboys half, with Murray and tipped along for Sele. 3rd year as a Rabbitoh. His 27th game for the club in that 50 matches. Now Ilias decides to run. And that was an important tackle there by WA Fido. Havili takes off. Set restart Rabbitohs. And an offload. They are heaping pressure on North Queensland here. Played by Ilias. Havili. There's Murray. And Murray sighted an opening, got on hands and knees. And then as the ball stripped.
Yeah, you've taken it after the hell, Scott.
Oh, there you go. It was more or less Murray handed it to Drinkwater. The penalty is given, and it is right under the crossbar.
I can't believe how many touches Cameron Murray's getting. He's touching the ball 4 times each set and causing problems. Put Ilias into a bit of space down that right-hand side. Throws the dummy here, Chad Townsend up quickly to stop the pass. Slides under the tackle there of Taumalolo, and then Drinkwater steals the ball. Hence the penalty to South Sydney, but huge involvement, both with and without the ball, from Cameron Murray to start this game.
Well, you've had the opportunity to see him close up in Origin camp with New South Wales. I mean, he's an incredibly impressive individual as well. I mean, he's 24 years of age. He's captain of this club. He might be still captain of the club come 2030.
Could be, Fossey, yes, because he's an amazing athlete, apart from what he does with the footy.
We'll go to Jake Duke in a moment down on the sideline, and Mitchell puts the first points on the board of the night. Rabbitohs, very solid start. Jake, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, guys. It's turned into quite a nice evening down here on the sideline. The rain's passed, there's no wind, but obviously a very slippery surface out there from what we've seen already with a few handling areas. The Rabbitohs a good start. The Cowboys, this is actually their first trip to Accor Stadium since 2020. They come up against a Bunnies side that was last start losers here against the Panthers, but they haven't lost back-to-back games at home in 2 years. So a tough road trip for North Queensland. South Sydney up 2-0.
Rabbitohs shooting for yet another game where they scored 20 points plus. But as we found out last week, it wasn't good enough to win. And have gone the stretch back again. It's out on the full. They are really stretching the quads and the hammies, the Rabbitohs, to get a couple of very handy results tonight so far.
Well, when you're looking to try and tie up second spot or give yourself the chance to finish second and get a home semi-final, the sort of mistakes we've seen from the Cowboys, you don't kick out in the full. You just don't put it that close to the touchline. From Val Holmes, a very experienced player. We saw Chad Townsend's 5th tackle kick get caught in goal. It did need a stretch from Alex Johnston, but still gave South a 7 tackle set.
So 8 games in a row, the Rabbitohs have scored at least 20 points.
Drinkwater's at fullback too.
So the South Sydney side again deep inside Cowboys territory. They've set up camp there. Flicked along by Tass. Johnston has to go back for it. And called a surrender tackle, so the Cowboys entitled to go on with their work there. Now Tass, Walker, and a settler from the Bunnies back a little closer to the posts. 8 minutes into the contest. Havili and Murray, and there is Ilias. Quick hands over the top. Gee, it's out of sync when they go left to right. I mean, right to left hasn't been that good, but left to right's been horrible.
Well, a couple of passes. One hit the ground, one went over the sideline, and very unlike South Sydney. Their ball movement last week against the Panthers, particularly in the first half where they made 7 line breaks, was dazzling at times. Tonight they're just not finding the mark. But Hamiso is defending out at left half, so he's defending as a half, as a 5'8". Scott Drinkwater is at the back.
And now the Cowboys inside their 40. Todd Payton, one of the contenders for Coach of the Year with what the Cowboys have achieved, and a little tactical change tonight. Forced upon them by the injury to Dearden. Now Robson. There's McLean right up over the advantage line. And the Cowboys get themselves inside South's half. And Drinkwater on the last tackle. They're running it, flick pass. Brilliant play. Cowboys, they are some side. They have game and plenty of it. First opportunity. Taulagi has scored for them. What a season. Who cares what position Drinkwater's playing? He is starring for North Queensland.
Yeah, he was there to put the kick in, and he's got a left foot on him, so down that left side of the field, Chased by Koloamatangi, forced him to run the ball. He got on the outside, flicked it back in beautifully there to Hamiso, who just draws Latrell Mitchell. And Tuolangi goes in for a try, a spectacular try, and all set up by Scott Drinkwater, one of the great success stories, not just of the Cowboys, but of the NRL. What a season he is having.
And what a season the man who scores the try is having. Now an Origin player. We did a piece on the Fan on him last week where we relived that moment from Magic Round. You know, you talk about your highlights of the season. Taulagi, the flick pass or the pass back from in goal over the sideline. He's a special player as well. But there you go. That's the strike of a really good side, what North Queensland did right there.
Yeah, well, they'd allowed South Sydney to play up the other end through a couple of mistakes. The kick-off, the Chad Townsend fifth tackle kick, and that gave South field position. They've looked a bit scratchy with the ball, apart from the work around the ruck from Cameron Murray. On the edges, they just haven't been able to find their mark with their passes, and the first opportunity, and really it came from nothing. Fifth tackle play, and Drinkwater runs the ball. A beautiful flick pass back inside to Hamiso. And the Cowboys strike very quickly.
2 tackles inside South's half, no tackles inside the 20, and they score the first try of the night. Holmes for a 4-point lead. He takes it back a long way. His first strike of the night is spot on. Cowboys 6, Rabbitohs 2, Super Saturday on Fox League. Jake.
Scott Drinkwater named in the halves for the first time all season, filling in for Tom Dearden, who's had a terrific year at the Cowboys. And he's actually played 35 games of his career at 5'8", has Scott Drinkwater, so just over half his games. And he's actually had 38 try assists from those 35 games wearing the number 6. He has an important role in that play there, finds the hammer, who's got speed to burn, and then Taulagi finishes it off. He's finished off so many tries for the Cowboys this year. So Scotty Drinkwater looking back at home in the number 6.
Tabuai-Fidow on the catch from the kickoff. And Hess brings it back. For North Queensland in the starting side with number 15 on his back.
Well, it's sort of the Cameron Munster role at 6 tonight for Scott Drinkwater. He's got the 6 on his back, but he's playing at fullback.
And here he is, all he doesn't get the ball in the end there, Robson. Wonderful dummy half runner. Actually, it's disappointing we don't have Cook there. We're going to have Cook v Robson. Prolific runners out of dummy half. Would have been a nice showdown. Now Robson with it, and on for McLean. And it's a good set to follow up their first try of the night. Into South Sydney's half. He's all over it, Drinkwater. Big left footer. High for Mitchell. He's with it. And Souths have the ball back. If you missed the news on Damien Cook, so positive COVID test, but because he will miss next week as well. It's not just one game out, it is 2 matches out.
Well, if his PCR is positive. So he's got to have a PCR test before, and if that's positive, he does miss the Roosters game.
Now Mitchell with the ball for Souths. They do get Tom Burgess back tonight. You'll see him coming in off the bench. He's served a suspension and had problems with a groin injury. That's a good inclusion for Souths. A loose ball, It's thrown backwards, bounced forwards, and now it ends up with the Cowboys. Referee Sutton had to certainly scamper from the scene of the crime there.
Well, the Bunnies players looked like stunned mullets because they just stood there and looked at the ball. No one wanted to get on it. They took their time, little offload there, too slow. The Cowboys win possession.
Putting the rabbits and the fish species in the same sentence there, Brandy. Good areas. Cowboys with it, 39 metres out from the South's line. Now Taumalolo. Good charge, certainly straight and hard. And now Townsend, that has been touched by Johnston. Tackle count restarts. Caulfield has it and takes off. 19 away from the line. They're looking menacing, North Queensland. Townsend. Tabuai-Fidow on for Luciano Leilua. He put Ilias onto his backside there. Tabuai-Fidow. This is Townsend. Taumalolo will take another carry. with Jason's stats today. Only 3 tries the last 3 years, Jason Taumalolo. It's time for that to change. Here's Drinkwater. Floats it over the top. Felt down in Felt corner. Is tackled 8 metres short of the line. Now Drinkwater dummy instead. He's backing himself here. Hiku with it. 4th play down. Ball has been lost by Peter Hiku. And there will be no challenge. It's a remorseful and very disappointed Hiku on that.
Well, through that set, the Cowboys had a touch of South Sydney about them with their edge plays. The passes really not finding the mark. A couple of Harbour Bridge passes thrown, but not the players that were in space. So the edges of South Sydney defensively handled the Cowboys comfortably through that set.
And there he is, Burgess back. So the 1-game ban from the Golden Point game against the Sharks, but then suffered a groin problem, which has hampered his progress the last couple of weeks.
Oh, gee, that's a good run. Campbell Graham, he was great last week against the Panthers. That gets South Sydney on the attack immediately.
Milne follows up. A bit like horses for courses, Milne coming into the side. He did get a hat-trick last time they played the Cowboys. Thompson had been named in the side on Tuesday night to play his 3rd game, but he's not in the final 17. So Burgess straight into the action and marches up over the 40-metre line. Avili with Cody Walker. Kick on the 4th. Has got the weight perfect. Felt not going to take any chances. Cody Walker fires a shot. Line drop out North Queensland.
Terrific vision there from Cody Walker. Realised Scott Drinkwater was up in the line or very close to the back of it. Plenty of space in behind and got the weight of it right, forcing Felt to take it dead. So the Bunnies, off the back of a good Campbell Graham run, finished the set with a repeat. So short dropout.
Very much in vogue. They get the leap on it. It's quite a scrap. Sutton says knock on Cowboys.
Knock on Cowboys.
And there's no challenge there either.
I think the Cowboys might be one of the better teams at it. And I haven't seen them do a long dropout for a while now. This is just their standard play, the 10-metre drop kick. And I think they do have a bit of success at it. Not on this occasion.
Yeah, team's starting to master that really high drop kick.
And just landing it right on the 10-metre line.
So still a golden opportunity for South Sydney. And possibly their opening try of the night. At 6 points to 2. Ilias taken down. Navili for Tom Burgess. 5 away. They've certainly won the field position battle so far. Totola goes for a charge. Almost to the goalpost padding. Drinkwater held him up at the finish. They'll go again. Reload. Burgess gets a look at the line, but that is all. Slow play the ball. McLean is like a mattress under Burgess there. Here is Walker. That is young Tass. Rookie in the NRL. This is a big match for him tonight. And they're going to get bigger from here. Now Arrow to Walker. And then Murray, Ilias, straight runner. Koloamatangi slides over for South Sydney. Brandy said earlier, a little bit sideways from the Rabbitohs. Not that time. Straight run, edge back rower, rewarded with a 4-pointer.
Yeah, great pass there to Koloamatangi. Latrell had posted himself out on the right-hand side. I wondered why he wasn't down the left here with Cody Walker. But here's Latrell out the back. Cameron Murray out there to Ilias. And there's Latrell Mitchell just hovering around the background. And that forced one of the players to come outside and pass the footy. And it was Val Holmes. Opened up a bit of space there for Koloamatangi. I don't think Hamiso got his defensive read right there. Beaten by Koloamatangi, throws the dummy. Fools Drinkwater and slides into the in-goal area.
Very well analysed, Brandy. Just the presence of Mitchell there made the Cowboys' defence incredibly nervous. And an overread enabled a hard charging back rower to find his way over. South back in front. This is a good one, folks. On a Saturday night, Rabbitohs 8, Cowboys 6. Jake on the sideline.
Yeah, great try from Koloamatangi, his 7th of the season, and it comes from a great ball from Lachlan Ilias, and what a first season he's had in the NRL. It's almost a year to the day since he made his debut, and such an impressive composure he's shown to play all these years. You see the ball there, a great ball at the line, Keon too strong, but Lachlan Ilias, as I was saying, such composure this year to play after a couple of years of not really playing much first grade football with the COVID stoppages. He barely play with reserve grade, and then he comes into this side and has piloted them so well, and they're on the verge of a finals appearance this season.
So a try apiece. Burgess brings it back. Heavy contact there. Burgess, one of those, hoping to feature in the World Cup at the end of the year, which we'll have for you exclusive to Fox League. 20 metres out from their line, the Rabbitohs. See if they can follow up with a mistake-free set after their opening try. Stats tell us they've had 60% of the ball. 5 short of halfway now. And Walker gives it to the try scorer to get inside the Cowboys half. Play number 5 done. Kick will come. Walker gets himself in position. Left footer. Here is Drinkwater in fullback capacity in defence. And North Queensland with the ball 19 metres out from their own line. So tonight, just talking about the coaches, some nice memories for Jason Demetrio. He was an assistant at the Cowboys when they won the grand final here in 2015. Part of his journey to being an NRL coach. There he is, Jason. Alongside him, Ben Hornby to his right. And now Leilua with the ball. Hornby has some good grand final memories here as well. Cowboys on halfway. Cotter is on. And away for Townsend. Johnston was up in the line. There's a bit of running and defending to do here. Mitchell to the in-goal. Marauding Cowboys defence. Mitchell plunges back into the field of play. Rabbitohs under assault here. There's not too many red and green jerseys back there, let me tell you.
10 metres.
Well, that certainly helps.
10 metres.
That really helps Souths. There are no less than 5 players still behind the back of the referee who's facing the Souths goal line.
Yeah, that's a blow there for the Cowboys. Just couldn't help themselves, crept inside the 10 and gave away a penalty. They had South Sydney on the ropes. Terrific kick from Chad Townsend. Again, catching Latrell out of position, had to do a bit of work, didn't he, to stay and get himself into the field of play.
At that end, at that southern end, you're running towards the biggest scoreboard screen known to mankind, and Mitchell would have seen giants on the screen, Cowboy jerseys coming down at him if he looked up. There it is. What a screen that is. Ilias and Walker right on the right side. Leilua able to ride his man to the ground with Tabuai Fido. Rabbitohs, quick play the ball. This is good. With Murray. Oh, he dropped it.
There's the mark. 25.
And that is another let-off.
He had one of the Cowboys come out of the line there, and that created a bit of space. He was looking to pick up Jai Arrow, who was getting himself into a bit of room, and just as he was about to throw the pass, an outstretched hand from the Cowboys knocked it loose. This time it's South in front of the referee.
It continues to be a problem for South Sydney. It does desert them. Good completion rates at times. They can go through periods of play in a match where they can go from perfect completion rates and then drop 3 or 4 in a row. They've dropped 4 tonight through 23 minutes. North Queensland start a set 10 metres inside South's half.
Contact.
He doesn't mind. Tommy Gilbert is one of the harder runners in the Cowboy side. 28 metres from the South line. Robson takes them left. Did it offload to Leilua. But he does keep you guessing, Reece Robson. Holmes, Townsend. Then Gilbert. Beautiful tackle from Cameron Murray, front on. Robson, Townsend, misses out Cotter, finds Drinkwater, passing, looking to go out the back and went short. And Nene will play it on the last tackle for the Cowboys. A kick will come from Townsend, a stab at the padding, and then the ball is loose. Ooh, this is close. Rabbitohs are happy that they've done their work.
South, then no try. Just looking to confirm that Luciano knocks the ball on in the end goal.
Checks everything though.
Yeah, I didn't think that there was a chance of a Cowboys try. The kick from Townsend again, very good. It's only a set before that he put it back into the in goal and forced South Sydney to bring it off that line.
Onside.
It hits the upright pads, comes back. Gilbert's on the chase. Latrell gets over it, but then it just squeezes out from him. Well, Leilua was close. He was hitting around the ball.
Backwards by Latrell Mitchell, just looking at another angle to see what happens next.
Looking for Leilua. If he gets a hand to it, gee,
Well, the ball's gone past him now.
Well, 6 hands there though, Brandy.
We just lose the ball for a second here. Alternate angle.
Good luck.
Oh, well, it's gone.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Luciano knocks the ball on in
Wow.
the goal.
There you go.
Sitting it dead. We have a decision.
Must have Steve Austin, the $6 million man in there with the eyesight to pick up that. He's got the bionic eye. No, not X-ray vision, bionic eye.
Right.
The wrong show, Eddie.
Okay.
You're talking Superman. On the wrong page, mate. Rabbitohs with the ball 28 metres out from their own line.
Whatever it was special vision.
Yes, the music was in the background. They're 10 metres short of halfway, South Sydney, leading by 2. And that was the flattest of balls. Not flat, it's been called forward. And after passing to Tola, you think he's feeling his ribs. He's had a little rib adjustment, taking the wind out of him here.
It was a late decision here to push the pass on to Cameron Murray. He got absolutely cut in half, didn't he?
Jason Taumalolo. You could pick better targets, couldn't you, to run at?
When he threw the pass, and it is directly in line with us, I thought the pass was okay. The fact that he went backwards quickly gave the illusion that it was a forward pass, but I didn't have a problem, and it is right in line with us.
Yeah. And I have no trouble with Taumalolo's challenge either. You run up to the line, you cop a hit like that. Watch this, watch the head.
Ooh,
wow.
Well, he disappeared that quickly out of the screen. I wasn't sure what happened to Totola, but on replay, you saw the damage that Taumalolo did.
There's sometimes a shot like that. I mean, some people are going to say, no, this can't be the case, but it is true. You get hit there. If you have any sort of whiplash with the head, you can actually end up with having to go for an HIA. Concussion seminar there a number of years ago I attended. More than 30% of the concussions in rugby league happened without direct head contact. And that was a
classic example of
classic
whiplash.
Example. Hard shot.
Yeah. Hard shot
from Taumalolo. Cowboys holding it up at the back of the scrum. Their turn to put on some attack. And Leilua with it. 8th game as a Cowboy tonight for Luciano Leilua. Robson on to Gilbert. Rushing out of the line there was Havili. Didn't get his man. Robson for Taumalolo. And Havili went low on him there. Koloamatangi, Murray, the other defenders. Gilbert, Townsend, Drinkwater. Nene is the straight runner. He put paid to Tola, who fell off. Last tackle, Cowboys. Do they aim at the posts again, or do they have a high one to the corner? It's more of the latter, although there is Mitchell. It wasn't the highest bomb you'll see. And Latrell has had some good kick saves so far tonight.
It's a tough run there, Campbell Graham. Totola comes off.
Mark Nichols, they're calling the GOAT here at the Rabbitohs. He's on. Saturday Night Rugby League here on Fox. And here is Nichols straight into the play, and out came Taumalolo. Nichols driven back.
That's 4. That's tackle 4. They're 5 metres from their own line.
There's a bit of walking going on here. Milne on that carry. Cowboys are getting 3 and 4 in every tackle. Souths are on their 10, folks. In this set, desperate to kick. Walker's ball doesn't reach halfway on the full. What a defensive set of 6 from North Queensland.
That is such a rare thing where a team has to kick from inside their own 10. I haven't seen it for a long time.
Now Talangi off the wing. Got a feeling New South Wales might have done it in Game 3 in Origin, Brandy, or you've rubbed that from your memory. Erased that. Cowboys with the ball, 20 metres, make that 18, make it 15. From the South Sydney line. It could be you score, we score tonight. It's the Cowboys' turn. Townsend and Nene. Arrow was down low. Havili over the top. Robson, Townsend. Cotter's lost it over his shoulder. Play on's the call. Leilua with it. Some of the crowd thought it travelled forward. Play on though for the Cowboys. Robson takes them short side. Deft kick. Drinkwater. It took a pretty special save to take it dead.
And that was Campbell Graham who had to make that save. He came up quick, turned, but still was able to get back to the ball before Hamaso did. And that takes something. Beautifully read by Campbell Graham.
So just waiting on the line dropout with Graham on screen. He's eligible for Scotland, Brandy, come the World Cup. An opponent of Australia in the draw for the World Cup. Mitchell, here we go. Short dropout with that height. A little bit of backspin on it as well. Cowboys have lost it offside, I thought, Cotter. Well, they've ruled just first knock on rather than penalty, but Rabbitohs will celebrate the mistake in any case.
Yeah, that was Drinkwater, who I thought had a reasonable play at the ball. He just couldn't pull it in, certainly got it in his hands. And there's the value of a short dropout. Latrell's kick travelled 17, 18 metres. Drinkwater probably should have taken that. He had a good go at it before contact was made.
So only the handling errors letting the two teams down tonight. We've now had 10 errors between these two sides through 29 minutes. And here's a penalty. You can count that as an error from the Cowboys.
Yeah, mate, he hasn't moved off the mark, mate, there.
That's 4-1 the penalties now. Souths with a couple of restarts also. Only 1 penalty so far, the Cowboys. No set restarts, so possession favouring the Bunnies quite heavily.
There you have it. So Townsend wasn't square at Martha, then got involved in the tackle. South Sydney with the ball inside the Cowboys 30. Oh, and getting rushing out of the line, Taumalolo, and will be penalised. He's wearing the villain's hat tonight, Jason Taumalolo, as far as the South Sydney fans are concerned.
Yeah, just a little show of the ball there from Cameron Murray, which he's done. Just sneaks up, doesn't it, Taumalolo's arm?
Well, they could have taken the 2 for a 10-6 lead. They'll go for a little more than that. Merges to play it on 1. 10 metres away, Murray, Ilias, Koloamatangi. Good tackle, Holmes 1-on-1. Nice effort. Now Milne was a slow play the ball. Ilias to Nichols. And they will keep him on his feet and slow the play the ball down. Havili, Cameron Murray out the back. Walker, Mitchell, Johnston! AJ! Magic Johnston's over again. He has now scored in 8 straight matches. What a run of try-scoring form for this incredible 4-point gatherer.
Yeah, and it is their discipline that, or their ill-discipline, that is hurting the Cowboys. Cameron Murray, great around the ruck again, just doing his job, engaging those middle defenders, creating a bit of room for Cody Walker. In turn, gets Latrell into a bit of space. Cody just holding the ball up as he gets to the line. Then it's 2-on-1. Felt, who do I take? Mitchell, Johnston. In the end, no one. And Alex Johnston scores try number 28 for the season.
He is closing in on, and while he won't catch Irvine's record this year, quite obviously, but if he gets to 30, he becomes the first player ever to score at least 30 tries in consecutive seasons. I mean, that's a fair achievement, because that's one that you can take out the 3-point try, the 4-point try. That's just a record of accumulation.
Just crossing the wide line.
Of scoring tries.
Yep.
Same rules since 1908, primarily. So Johnston closes in on 30 back-to-back seasons. 164 now in the career, and you can make it 82 at this ground. 82, Brandy. And Mitchell with a kick. He's got the goal-kicking boots on tonight, and the Rabbitohs have their biggest lead of the match. 8 the difference. Jake on the sideline.
Alex Johnston, he's scored 81 tries now in the past 3 seasons. Incredibly, that is 26 more tries than the next best try scorer over that time period, which was Josh Addo-Carr, and he's now scored 6 tries in his past 3 games against the Cowboys. Alex Johnston, what a try scorer he is, and it comes off who else but Latrell Mitchell with another classy try assist as the Rabbitohs edge further in front.
Yeah, the work from on the inside from Cameron Murray and Cody Walker was just brilliant. Just brilliant. Very hard to defend that. They created the space, and it was an easy 2-on-1 for Latrell.
What if Johnston could have the synergy from last year? 30 tries last year from 22 games. This is his 22nd game for the year this season, and he's up to 28. Could he get to 30 tonight? Nichols told to play it again. And Arrow on the run back. 7 minutes to go, first half. A game that the Rabbitohs looking to seal a finals berth, or their position remains in jeopardy of playing in the semis if they lose. Havili is the kicker here from just inside the Cowboys' half. An interception on the kick from Drinkwater. North Queensland have a 25 from their own line. This time up over the 30, but not for long. And that is driving defence. Now the Rabbitohs turn to crank it up a little. Holmes, finished off, wow. Smothered there with interest from Tom Burgess. Leilua. Nice run back towards halfway, and a quick play the ball. Well, that's turned the set around, just one run. Souths were on top, and then Leilua's charge and quick play the ball gave them some momentum. Townsend's kick, Johnston underneath it. Johnston goes to ground. And South's back with the ball. Still field position being led by South Sydney, and they've had 57% of the ball. Now Havili on for Mitchell. Corey Parker thought pre-match that Cody Nikorima would play plenty of dummy half tonight. He's back in the squad tonight for the Rabbitohs. Back now for Walker to kick. He was knocked off his feet by Gilbert. He's okay. Felt doesn't get to it on the full and kept the hand away somehow. Certainly wasn't his intention, but he's pulled the right mitt back. Crowd were of the opinion that he had touched it, but they're a long way away from it.
Yeah, here's a kick from Cody Walker. It's a beauty. It's a spiral and tough one to get to. He had some room. I think he's done well. Made contact with his leg, but not his hand.
And now Leilua to play it. Playing a strong hand tonight for the Cowboys, Leilua. Robson, yet another little dart. Now Drinkwater away for Townsend. Battle of the bombs at the moment. This is a good one too. Spinning its way down to Mitchell. He comes to a complete halt. And doesn't pass to Johnston.
Wow. There's a hammer so underneath.
Yeah. Some semi-final style intensity on show in defence. Avili, Murray, Walker, met there by Hiku, bounced away. Cody Walker up to halfway and gets shortened up. There's a fair bit going on out there. I mean, Walker holds the jaw now.
He straightened up and ran straight into Jermaine Tanoa Brown.
Now, Graham, well, it was all quick, but again, left to right. South Sydney tonight, you'd fair dinkum score them 2 out of 10. And I don't know what they get the 2 for.
Here's Cody's run, heads back centre field. It was Tom Gilbert who did most of the damage there, and Tanoa Brown over the top. Yeah, there's been times where the passes haven't really found the mark. Too many occasions. You can say that for both teams.
Now back to halfway, the Cowboys in possession. This time with Hiku. 14-6. They got 3 minutes to try and reduce the margin here. Oh, Tanoa Brown. There's been some big shots on this Saturday night. Robson, Cotter, Drinkwater, Leilua, Holmes with the straight run. Graham does the job in defence. Now Drinkwater, Cotter, then Townsend. He kicks, he's got Felt chasing. Johnston is, oh boy, Johnston. You reckon he could have let that go over the dead ball line? He's got it probably a few centimetres short of the dead ball line.
And that's why he's shaking his head. I reckon if he had a look at that on the vision of that, he would say, I could have let that go quite easily. Just slid under the ball. He slams his fist into the grass, realising that it was dead anyway. It was gone. Now Souths will have to defend their own line. Let's see if Latrell can put up one of those short ones and Souths get a result.
Yeah, well, they still go short with 2 minutes to go in the half. Spectacular. Well, Murray has collected Holmes. It's okay.
What a take that was from Val Holmes.
So the Cowboys may have the final say of the half here. Robson, Townsend, along with Drinkwater. He runs at the back of Nene. A set restart. So it's going to be all Cowboys here for 90 seconds, you think? The way they're going, Robson to Gilbert. Gilbert ploughs forward. Now Robson again, set with Townsend. Ooh, Leilua.
Gee, they had some plays.
He was great. Oh, they've called it. He's lost the ball. And Sutton, what is he saying? Forward or a lost ball by Leilua? Either way, it's South Sydney.
I think he dropped the ball after he caught it. Vossi.
We're on the shot clock, boys, so you have to form up.
Well, I don't think he did. There's a little bobble there just at the start. I thought out the back they were in trouble. South looked short down that right side. The moment the ball went to Townsend and he opted to go for the lead runner in Luciano instead of out the back, they had a number advantage out the back.
So it will be South Sydney with the last possession of the half, barring absolute disaster now. This is very much tuck the ball under the arm for the next 20 seconds. And don't allow any strip of the ball either. Koloamatangi there. And 15 metres inside their own half, so they opened the scoring with a penalty goal. They then conceded the first try, but they've backed it up with 2 of their own, the Rabbitohs. And here they are through 40 minutes, a step closer to sealing a place in the finals. Playing one of the heavyweights tonight from 2022. 3 tries scored in the first half. It is the Rabbitohs up by 8 points. South Sydney 14, North Queensland 6. Here they are looking to bounce straight back from defeat at the hands of Penrith. Second half underway. Cowboys 8 behind the South Sydney Rabbitohs. A first half that produced yet another Alex Johnston try. How many can he get? And now Leilua with it for the Cowboys. His stats from the first half, and he was fairly busy, had 8 carries of the footy, a dozen tackles as well. But no offloads and just the 1 tackle bust. So South Sydney have had him as a marked man, and they need to. Townsend pushes along on that right edge. Nene hasn't had much freedom either. Out on that right side, just his 5th carry of the football for the evening. Oh, Connor's almost lost it over the right shoulder. Robson now. Back it will come. Drinkwater kicking. Up in his face was Burgess, and it bounces its way down to Mitchell. He just drifts in and out of the game when he comes in. His touches have been very good. Now Tass with it. Havili will send Nichols on his way. South Sydney have Michael Cheekham and Cody Nikorima still to come into the game. The Cowboys have brought Jake Granville back into their 17. He hasn't seen any game time yet. Oh, he just keeps chipping away at the Cowboys' defence. Havili. Oh, Walker's put it down. It wasn't a great ball from Saliva Havili. It was sloppy from the Rabbitohs. Both out of dummy half and first receiver there.
Yeah,
Cody gives the death stare to Saliva.
Yeah, you couldn't blame Cody Walker there. The spin on the ball there from Havili was going away from Cody Walker. Oh, just too far out in front. That's a cheap turnover from South Sydney.
It is the aspect of play that has let them down tonight. 7 handling errors, and their completion rate, as a result, is not where it should be. Noel Brown on this run, a good carry. Robson, Cotter, then Townsend, now Drinkwater, moving on his right. Walker got physical in the tackle. Townsend. Back to centre ground. Gilbert on the run. And a lovely low tackle, Havili, which slowed Gilbert up. Townsend to bomb on the last. Felt Hiku getting through, and Johnston's there. Cowboys haven't been able to use one of their weapons tonight, and that's the high ball for Nene to get close to. He was close, but not quite there then.
Yeah, this is where the Cowboys' defence has been strong. A couple of times they've forced South Sydney to kick from well down their own end. Good run from Campbell Graham.
Let's go down to the sideline. Jake Duke.
Jason Demetrio at half-time, he just wants better defensive intensity from his side. He wants them to match the Cowboys, especially in these first 20 minutes. He's expecting them to start fast to try and get back into this game. While for Todd Payten, he wants his side to kick early, turn the big South forwards around, and he wants them to keep the ball in play as much as possible. He believes the Cowboys' fitness will help them run down South Sydney in the back end of this game.
A kick early, kick long tactic from Todd Payten. One of the instructions at half-time. Let's see if they do it in this set. This will be the tester for them. 4 minutes into the second half. Felter's on the run. Back over the 30-metre line. Townsend and Drinkwater there. Their number 1 kickers. 5 short of halfway. Who was twisted and turned in the tackle. This is Cotter. Burgess goes low. Now Robson, Townsend, he's going to run it right to the line. Hiku with the ball. That is play 5, and they're 35 metres away from the South Sydney line. Last tackle, Townsend in position for a bomb. He'll send it Johnston's way. Mitchell calling it. No, he says, AJ, you take it.
There was a bit of hesitation there. I think AJ was looking at Latrell. Latrell must have said, yours, Alex, at the last moment.
Mitchell manhandled by the Cowboys defence there. That was some statement. I think they took out one of their own. Kyle Feld ended up a bit dusty. He got cleaned up by the converging defence. Oh, and then it's able to wriggle free. Play on the call. No signal of held from Sutton.
Well, good play from the offload to get it straight out wide to the Koloamatangi. He took 15 metres there.
It's only their 3rd offload of the night for South and only the 5th of the game. It's not an aspect of these two sides. Nichols now. 40 away from the Cowboys line. And the kick is from Walker. We haven't seen any kicking from Ilias, it seems. And the Cowboys, it's been lost by Feld. He does a sneaky little knockback. Oh, this is one they may challenge. Sutton saying knock on Cowboys. Cole Felt, I think, is a little undecided, to be frank. I don't think he knows. He's not going to get time to look at a replay.
You know, I don't think he would know either.
On the shot clock, boys, it's here.
Pulls it down. He had
clock.
spun around, so
Make sure you hold.
probably surprised they didn't challenge that.
Make sure you hold, Reece. On the shot clock.
Yeah, it would have been...
If you haven't got time to see the replay.
No. Close review, that one. Anyway, they've got to get through the next set. 15 metres out from the Cowboys line with the Rabbitohs up by 8. A little pedestrian from the scrum. Again, it's when they go left to right. Souths look like a team that don't know each other, to be honest. Koloamatangi with the ball here. He's 7 metres from the line. Let's see how good this Cowboys defence is. Havili and Murray for Nichols. Hasn't got a 4-pointer this year. Close there. Havili, Murray, dummy, and shut down in front of the posts. Leilua and Gilbert, the defenders. Havili, they'll go Nichols again, and he's put it down into the post. Bit of white line fever from Mark Nichols.
Do you think he was meant to get the ball there? I'm not sure. Havili just throws it. It's not a great pass. Nichols had run almost past the ball, had to spin himself sideways.
Reacting to that straight away, Demetrio has sent the message down. Nicarima on your feet. Jake Duke, it's to the side of you. Cody, straight up.
Yeah, absolutely. And what an impact Cody Nicarima could make. Is his first game back from managing a hamstring injury for the past couple of weeks. And we know what an excitement machine he could be. He could prove a difference in this one.
And now Tabuai got it away for Taulagi. Nice counter-attack, Cowboys. There's Cody Nicarima.
Yeah, they didn't get around them, but they made good meters there, the Cowboys. And Nicarima, I've always thought Nicarima is the perfect 14. Very good dummy half. Can fill in at the halves or at fullback. Very versatile, but dynamite out of dummy half.
Townsend. Nano on this run, carrying defenders with him. And they've done well in this set, the Cowboys, to get up inside South's half. Townsend for Cotter. Drinkwater, they're moving. Tabuai Fido, Leilua, all the way across the face. Tass would have, or rather Milne would have almost had a chance at intercept there. Townsend kicks on the run. This is pressure. Someone has to contest the ball. No one goes for it. There may have almost been a falcon there. And Sutton rules it was knocked forward by the Cowboys.
I don't know where that ball landed. Did it land on someone's head? No, it landed on Tom Burgess's hand.
Well, all of that, they had the Cowboys touching it as well. So South have the ball back. Tom Burgess off the field. Ideally off the field.
Burgess has been very strong. 12 runs, 125 metres. We'll certainly welcome him back tonight. Nicarima in the dummy half now.
Let's see if that gets the passing game sharpened up here for the Rabbitohs. Murray and Ilias. Koloamatangi's been a factor tonight. One of the try scorers from the first half. He's closing in on 100 metres for the night. Murray, Walker, Mitchell, through one. Mitchell up the back. Was looking to slip a pass in any manner. He's over the top of Townsend there. For Ilias to bomb from 20 metres out. Felt is the catcher. He won't get near it. It's taken a big bounce towards the in goal.
Cowboys.
And Drinkwater's kicked it dead. The Cowboys are claiming knock on Rabbitohs. I think it just hit the back of a Rabbitoh. I don't think knock on at all.
Let's have a look. I don't think it touched anyone. I think it just hit the ground, Bossy. No one. Didn't touch a soul. Drinkwater has to toe the ball dead. And from a kick that really didn't look like it was going to get any sort of result for South Sydney, now we'll get the ball back.
Short again. Here we go. Here comes Feld. He gets another crack. Ball has been knocked back, and the Cowboys have it. Oh, they're going to knock on at the finish. And no one's game to lodge a captain's challenge. It's like we're keeping it. It's the last day of a test match. When we get down to the last hour, we might need one.
Felt played it beautifully,
decision.
and there it is. Now, that's why he's not challenging it. But he knocked it on.
That's a good read, Brady. Well, that's why you get the big bucks, you see. South Sydney have a scrum feed 10 metres out from the Cowboys line. Rabbitohs are deep left and right. They are keeping them guessing from this scrum. Here they go. They swing round to the right side. Ilias and well read Taulungi off the wing.
Well, they were on top of South when they passed the ball then. They were 5 yards offside.
What do we do with a mandatory set restart from the scrum these days? There's another one.
Penalise them.
Well, sin bit, professional foul, deliberate offence. So South Sydney with it. And this man deserves a 4-pointer. He's been good from the opening seconds of the match. In front of the Cowboys post, Nikorima can't get clean ball there. Ruben Cotter went to sleep in the ruck. Now to Tola, Ilias, Koloamatangi, better there from the Cowboys. And they slow it right down. Now for Nikorima with Murray. Oh, and there's a driving tackle. Gilbert harpooning the South Sydney captain. Nikorima's kick is good. Oh, it's shepherded over the dead ball line by Leilua. He's got a touch.
Go holding goal line.
Yeah, he did get a touch all right. He did a good job to get himself in between the ball and the South Sydney player chasing. That was Totola.
So this is the fallback. If you say line dropout, there's then time for bunker review. So they will get a chance to have a look inside the bunker.
Nikorima, good kick.
Line drop out. Referee Sutton trying to keep them behind the goal line. The short one again. And this time, clean catch. Johnston. And Nene has a rip of him. 20 metres away from the Cowboys line. Well, this is sustained pressure on the Cowboys, having to defend inside their 20. The tackle count wrapping up. That's a dozen now that South Sydney have had. Going close. Mitchell to play it. I don't know whether he got a foot to it. Murray is there. Ilias under pressure. Buried in the tackle. There's Tabuai Fido on him. He's done some big tackles tonight. Nikorima, little jink. Murray caught by the Cowboys defence. This is not South Sydney at their creative best, I've got to say. Nikorima, left. Mitchell over the top. Johnston gets a little look. Oh, it's a chance. Cowboys have saved the day. That is mighty pressure, but I'll say it again. South's attack not where we expect it to be.
No, it all centred around the ruck, didn't it? South Sydney just trying to bash their way or sneak their way through the Cowboys' defensive line. No more than 5 or 6 metres either side of the ruck. They, in the end, threw the desperate pass out to Alex Johnston. The fact that he was able to keep it alive almost saw South Sydney score a try, but very good goal line defence, and for quite a period now for the Cowboys, able to keep South Sydney out.
Well, there's 17 tackles inside the Cowboys' 20 since half-time for South Sydney. They've just become accustomed to the sweeping play left from the Bunnies, and they haven't been able to turn it on. With Queensland 5 short of halfway. Townsend, they've got a chance to run here. A big opportunity. Ball on the deck. Townsend got to a tackle count, restarts. Townsend then held on to. Oh, Walker could be. Well, she gets away with it. He had a little grab, then put a little palm on Townsend. Cowboys half may have got Walker on tilt there. Taumalolo picks out a runner. That's a great tackle. Boy, oh boy, Murray's a player. Cowboys, Townsend, Hiku, Fend. Tass takes him towards the sideline. Cowboys' first real chance of the second half. Townsend to Robson, then off for McLean. Now they're in position to do a big run to the left. Robson will go out the back. Drinkwater with it. He goes out the back. Misses the hand to Holmes. Graham picks it up. Finds a runner. Elias caught by the jersey. South's on their 40. South fans thought they'd earned themselves a set restart or penalty at the very least there.
Gee, everyone's slow to react. Cowboys struggling to get back on side. That slowed it down. Enough time for South Sydney to get up with the play.
Campbell Graham. No change to the halftime score through 16 minutes. 8 the difference. Rabbitohs with some breathing space here. Arrow, it's a little slow. Walker. Yeah, I think they're all catching their breath, both teams here. Now for Murray. And Ilias, a kick. He's got the weight on it. Back go the Cowboys. Taulangi slides to the in goal. It's another line dropout. North Queensland, more defence coming their way.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of those kicks tonight, haven't we? Cody Walker in the first half. Chad Townsend also from around the 40 metre mark. When they find that there's no one at the back, there's Drinkwater well inside. Taulangi has to get back. No chance to get it out of the in goal, and here we go, another short dropout from the Cowboys.
Third line dropout of the second half. This is a little longer. They're all running. The Rabbitohs intercepts. I thought we were talking try in the corner, and then I thought we were talking try in the other corner, up the other end. It all changed very quickly there.
Yeah, incredible stuff there. The short dropout. Again, I thought the Cowboys had a chance to catch that. They didn't get to it. South looked like scoring. Johnston throws the pass, but felt like Kyle Felt can. Reads where the ball's going to be.
And he's up over the 40-metre line. Super Saturday. You're starting to get the feel. This is going to go to the wire. Penalty Cowboys. They are about to attack deep in South Sydney territory.
Okay. G. South have called for a challenge on the ruling of ruck interference.
Like to know the stop clock on that.
No.
They've done it from distance, the challenge. There was no one anywhere near the referee. They must have shouted it out. Yeah. They've got a megaphone out.
Wow.
Just looking to determine if Michael Cheekham causes any ruck interference.
I don't think Michael Cheekham pushes the ball out, but is it crowding? Is he taking too long to get off the player, or does Nene just drop the ball?
Michael Cheekham is just standing to get to marker. Jeremiah Nanai loses possession of the ball. The challenge is successful.
Well, they win the challenge.
That must have been on the absolute 10-second mark where they challenged.
I agree. But Nene is not getting to his feet correctly. Has then moved another step forward, so they've gone against any crowding call.
Well, how many errors have we seen like this from both teams? The error count is high. It's almost 20 between them. 11 to the Bunnies, 8 to the Cowboys.
Cowboys with just one clean line break tonight. Souths have had 3. I still think they've got a bit in them. And Graham on the run back. And then, oh boy, they come it in from all sides there, Campbell Graham. They want a piece of him, a little souvenir.
That's a good run from Selate.
And wrestled for every centimetre there. Nicarima. Little scurry. So he fires his first shot. 41 metres away from the Cowboys line. On the left, Walker. Now they're moving. Mitchell going towards the sideline, over and out. Latrell has been captured by the Cowboys. A whole posse of them rounded him up.
And again, there's an interruption to the set. Both sides failing to get through sets in this second half. Throws the dummy on the outside. Once he started to head towards the sideline, he was in all sorts of trouble. Had to get to ground, but that was impossible. Hiku got up and underneath him.
Second half defensive numbers for the Cowboys have been so good all year. And again, it's on show tonight inside their own half, but here they haven't been able to get points of their own. They have the final quarter of the game to see where they get to here. Well, Cotter, manhandled there. That was Sele and Arrow. Nice stuff. Now Townsend, dummy to the outside. You don't want to go near those touch lines. Latrell learnt that. Tamalolo. Then for Drinkwater. Tabuai-Fidow. Holmes with a skip. Intercept chance. Ilias may have knocked on. See, I had the first one against South here. I'm with Sutton on this one. The Souths want to roll the dice on the challenge.
Where is Cameron?
I thought Lachlan knocked it into a Cowboy.
And they get a challenge.
Souths are challenging the ruling of a knock-on.
We'll see. Not much of a play from the Cowboys. They just shuffled the ball out to Val Holmes, who then tried a miracle pass, flicking it out the back. Lachlan Ilias.
Ball's offloaded backwards by the Cowboys.
Ooh, no. I think the Cowboys touch it first.
Yeah, as Murray Tulangi gets to touch the ball.
Who knocks the ball on first.
Lachlan Ilias was doing his best to get his hands on the ball, but didn't. Murray Tulangi beat him to it.
And a little subtle falcon over the sort of a roll over the top of
Murray Tuolangi knocks the ball on before Keon Koloamatangi.
There you go.
The challenge is successful.
It was not a falcon, it was more like a comb over the top of Taulangi's head. The ball, South Sydney win challenges back to back in the space of a few minutes.
And again, the Cowboys failed to finish a set.
All right, so the scrum to pack 10 metres inside their own half. Still,
South Sydney with a couple of big challenge wins in the space of 5 minutes.
Well, it is when they're in your own half, aren't they? They mean a little more. And they could have been defending. And here they are back with it, and they'll be in the Cowboys' half in just a moment. 5 metres won by Sele just over the halfway line. Ilias, this is a line out to the left, but it doesn't go all the way. Walker. G-Cam will play it. South Sydney, 35 from the Cowboys' line. Murray's numbers are big tonight. There's Arrow. His numbers are always consistent. Hard-working back row for Souths. Ilias, dummy! And that was shut down well and truly by McLean. Nicarima to Walker. 21 metres out from the line. A kick for Felt to win the leap. In front of Tass. Cowboys with the ball, but close to their own line where most of the play has come in this half.
Yeah, you've got to give it to the Cowboys' defence. It is still very quickly moving, isn't it? But Ilias barely had time to throw a dummy on the inside and then was hit by one of the Cowboy defenders. They are cutting down the South Sydney thinking time tonight. Despite them being only on 6 points, they are defending well.
Yeah, just the error count. If you're the first to address that in the last 8.5, if they suddenly get a clean slate, look out. 22 errors between the two teams tonight. We didn't see that coming. This kick, Mitchell won't have to, or barely move. He's with it. Latrell. He's back for South Sydney. He's now topped the 100 metres. Latrell, without being in amazing tackle busting form tonight. Just the 4 tackle busts from Mitchell. Nikarima up for Milne, in from the wing. Now Nikarima, and then Totola. Well, if South Sydney had have lost tonight, there was still a chance for both Canberra and Brisbane to make it. South's win. They both can't make it. Ball kept alive. And kept alive again. Ilias, nice hands. Campbell Graham. That's the question that Tabuai-Fidow had him going towards the sideline. Milne to Ilias. Another bomb coming up Kyle Felt's way. Johnston's getting through. Souths have got a clean catch, but the Cowboys were waiting. They played it very cool there, allowing Tass to come down with the ball. No mucking about on the changeover. You blink and you miss it there. 14 plays 6. 17 minutes to go. We've had no scoring since the 31st minute when Alex Johnston went over for South Sydney's second try. And you do the math. It's about 33 minutes without any points between two sides that average mid-20s this year. Taulagi, offload, Taumalolo.
Well, they're ranked 3rd and 4th in terms of tries. Both scored over 100 tries now for the season.
Robson, McLean. Pass on the bounce. Beautiful hands. Holmes moving gracefully across the turf there. Last play. Taulagi. Townsend, who gets a result from the bomb. Maybe the Cowboys this time. Nene will have a leap at it. That is super. That's superb from the Bunnies with the danger man through there. Johnston, a big save.
Yeah, great take, Alex Johnston. Even though he collided with Nene, he's still able to keep his body in a position to take the ball. Well done, Alex Johnston.
Now Graham.
Jake Granville warming up on the sideline, just about to come on for the Cowboys.
Milne with it. Well, they're hoping he can wind the clock back to the 2015 grand final. Granville with that sort of form. Now Nikarima. Ilias. Bomb from halfway. It is singing through the night sky. That's a good catch by Drinkwater. Thought he was going to hit 80 metres upfield, but that was closed off by Tass.
And Souths are doing just what they need to do. They're 8 points in front. They're not taking any huge risks. They're pretty content just playing through the middle, getting to their kick, and forcing the Cowboys to do something special out of their own half.
And Robson remains on, even though Granville is out there. It's Cotter who comes from the field. So Robson will play middle forward. And Granville, well, they're going to share dummy half in their first entries on, and a lovely run. Robson more or less pushed Granville out of the way to take that run. How's that going to work? Now Granville back for Drinkwater. A bomb from 30 metres out. Mitchell, players have, it's hit him in the back of the head. Well, that to me has got to be played at. If you don't know where the ball is, and it hits you in the back of the head and goes over the sideline, it should be the Cowboys' fee.
Well,
Tane Milne has been hit in the head. Well, they should.
Challenging the ruling of the handover.
But as the rule stands, was he playing at the ball? Well, as it stands.
Well, he's put himself where the ball is landing. He's put himself there.
He's got no idea where it is.
Chase, the Cowboys are onside. We'll monitor the guys on the inside.
No, it's embarrassing if you say he hasn't played at it.
I agree. I'm the one that goes on about players not knowing where the ball is, but
you can't be rewarded for this. Watch this.
There's no escort by the South player. He's looking up and running back towards the ball.
Well, there you go. He has played. He's looked up and then it hits his arm. That's enough for me. Cowboys should have it.
They're not going to get it.
I'm going to march the streets tomorrow by myself. From here to town.
Tane Milne is not playing at the ball. The ball goes into touch. Challenge is unsuccessful.
So what's he doing? If he looks up to where the ball is and then it hits him in the arm. That stinks. Bit of a landing.
Well, we're not going to have an argument about it, but if you're moving forward, the ball hits you, but you know where the ball is. Yeah. Like the ball's coming straight at you. But if you don't move or look at it, well, you're not playing at the ball. And it falls into that category. I'm not going to say I agree with it, but I'm just saying how it stands, how the rule stands.
At 9:03 on a Saturday night, we're not going to get worked up about it. With the match on the line, Jake Duke, help us out.
Yeah, guys, there is a match still on the line, and then tomorrow we've got a big Sunday ticket coming up. Fox League has 8 hours of non-stop rugby league from 11:40 a.m. It starts with the NRLW clash between the Eels and the Dragons, followed exclusively by a doubleheader on Fox League. The West Tigers against the Dragons, and then the Titans up against the Knights, and then Matty Johns to finish it all off.
Yeah, good shout. Tola there on the run back. 8 the difference. I don't think anyone predicted scoreless second half between these two sides. Where we're at 27 minutes ago. Souths are in Cowboys territory. They shorten up their passing game here. As Brady said, they're doing what they have to do with the 8-point buffer. Walker, would it be different if they're only 2 in front? Walker's kick, and I don't know whether Johnston got a hand on it or not. He did a jump. He jumped without trying to catch it.
I think it hit his legs. And this is what it's forcing the Cowboys to do now. They need to take some risks. 12 minutes left in the game. Again, they're playing out of their own end. And South Sydney are doing what they need to do. It's not flash footy.
No. No, I didn't think dour would be a word used
in tonight's clash.
No, not at all. But it is a bit dour as Taumalolo off a loose ball. Tackled 15 short of halfway. 12 and a half to go. Townsend with Drinkwater. They rush up on Holmes. He's under pressure. That's really good defence, South.
That is great defence, South Sydney.
And slow the play on the last. So Townsend finds himself under pressure. As a result, has to run it. Now there's an opportunity for Felt. Tass chases. Felt kicks over the top. Felt may win the race. Felt on the toe. Felt has scored, I reckon. Kyle Felt. It's a long, long way to his famous grand final corner. But the try in terms of the spectacular scale is right up there.
And that is the danger, I guess, when you are only 8 in front and you're just doing what is required when you're playing against a side like the Cowboys who have so many attacking threats. Out of the line was Avili, and then Townsend skipped on the outside, threw a great ball out to Kyle Felt, but look at Kyle Felt what he does. Outside the field of play, toes it ahead, and gets it down just inside the dead ball line. That's a super try. And all of a sudden we've gone from dour to spectacular.
What a wing we have. Johnston that side. Cheekham couldn't get anywhere near it. He ran out of gas. But between Felt and Johnston, they've now got 279 tries. They've both got a 4-pointer tonight. This is on the Kyle Felt highlights reel, this one.
Yeah, great angle, looking at what he had to do, get it over Johnston's head, run outside the field of play, and then just got enough on the ball. Great stuff, Kyle Felt.
I think he had a hamstring injury there just a few weeks ago. He was at full speed there.
Yeah, that was testing it out.
He was motoring. Hello, we've got a game. We have a finish here at Accor Stadium. Holmes is kicking for 2 points the difference. I reckon Gene Simmons and Kiss are going to come over and watch the end of the game before they hit the stage. They've heard it's getting close. Ten and a half to go. He's our leading point scorer in the NRL this year. Walker's had a fair spike lately. Holmes pushes it out. That's not a good strike. 14 plays 10. 10:20 on the clock. It's well worth watching any number of replays of this try.
You got a shove in the back from Tass, which changed the angle he was chasing the ball at. And plenty of work to do, Cole felt. Rightio, let's see if South Sydney's tactics change somewhat now. But they're still in front. They're 4 in front. They need to keep playing the game down the end that they have been.
So they go long. Mitchell, but the range is right. Goes nowhere near the dead ball line. So trying to stop that. His numbers tonight, Jason Taumalolo, 14 runs. He's up around 140 metres.
He's been good tonight, Taumalolo. In defence as well.
Time Totola ends up, stays on the deck after the tackle. He's been a bit in the wars tonight, the South's front rower. Into the final 10 we go. South's fans are nervous. Nervous when they look at the ladder. Nervous when they see the sudden burst of energy of the Cowboys. If Souths lose, their final spot is not assured. Last tackle. And Drinkwater rushing and kicking. It's a kick in play. Mitchell with it. Mitchell's, he passes to centre field. And Johnston was ready to take off. Play one, outside South's 20. Bit of field position suddenly for the Cowboys. There's the live ladder. Souths would be safely into the finals if they win. Sharks would be feeling good about the result if that stayed the case as well. Cowboys are short a place in the top 4. South 5 short of halfway. Havili, Totola. So Nikorima has had his stint as dummy half. Souths with Ilias, they play the same way. There's no big adventurous attacking plays in that set. Can you defend a 2-point lead in the modern game in the final 10? 4-point lead, of course, at the moment after the Holmes miss. And the Cowboys on their 20. I suppose you could ask the same question if the Cowboys got a long-range try in them.
Well, they were forced to run on the last play, weren't they, because of the chase of Havili. So they weren't thinking run, but Havili's chase on Townsend forced him to run the ball.
And here they are, just dummy half and close to the ruck running. Holmes is offloaded late. Play on the call. Now the chance down the right. Nene steps back in field. Magical round the corner pass.
And well picked up too, wasn't it, from Chad Townsend. Low pass there from Nene.
Here come the Cowboys. The bomb from Drinkwater. It's going to come down Milne's way. He's lost it. He's lost the ball. It's a red-hot chance for the Cowboys now.
Yeah, you don't always have to score a try from the other side of halfway. You can force the error. And that's exactly what's happened. After a little play down the right that involved Nene and Chad Townsend, they get themselves in a position to put up an attacking kick. And Tane Milne can't handle it.
He should have just let it hit him and said he didn't play at it. Boom. Cowboys have it from the scrum. And we're doing a little concussion test. Totola was down after a collision with Leilua earlier. It has been noted that concussion tests when you're defending seem to take a little longer. That has been noted by the fans. And South Sydney will take what time they can here. And toll has been cleared.
Well, they've still only had 4 play the balls down this end of the field in the second half. We're only 7 minutes from full time. They've had no ball down here. Now they get to start a set, 10 out, centre field.
I think the stepping feet of Drinkwater might come into play for the Cowboys. So this scrum 10 metres away from the line, just over 7 remaining. The Cowboys go left, Drinkwater with a pass. Gee, it's been a battle tonight. Campbell, Graham and Valentine Holmes, very even. Back to centre field with Leilua. And the Cowboys have kept Rabbitohs scoreless this second half. Now they want a shot at reclaiming the lead. Strong charge, Hess, driving towards the line. How tense is this for the Rabbitohs? Robson, Townsend, Drinkwater, short, Leilua passed in hope. He just did a little lob out the back and the Rabbitohs have got it back.
Well, he missed his assignment. Hamaso should have been on the outside. Oh!
Well, this has fired them all up now.
Hang on. Yeah, they're both in trouble.
They are indeed. Steady on, fellas.
He's in worse shape, Cohen Hess, after he made the tackle.
Take him apart, guys.
Well, it's Graham's up. He's been checked. Watch it again here on Fox League Saturday night with a little bit of fire.
Well, it's been the feature of the Cowboys game, the defence at this end of the field. Oh, boy.
Gee. And then Hess goes down. You've got to say...
Oh, that's nasty.
This, as the wobbles, Campbell Graham goes down. Trainer was with him straight away. Oh. I've got to say I'm none the wiser. I've watched, what, 4 replays now?
Well, was there had to be some sort of head contact on Campbell Graham.
Oh, he's off to the... on report and in the bin. And he was going around like he was going off for a concussion test. So decision comes through. The Cowboys go down to 12 with 6 minutes and 20 on the clock.
And they missed a golden opportunity with Leilua getting himself in behind the defensive line, looking for support. Where was Hammer? Hammer missed his assignment. He should have been there right up the tail of Luciano Leilua, but he wasn't. South Sydney cleaned it up, and now they're down to 12 men, the Cowboys. 6 minutes on the clock. How many chances will they get down this end of the field?
Well, you rule shoulder to the head. If that's what you've ruled, then the 10 in the bin. You can't argue. He now is off for the rest of the match, Campbell Graham, on the injury score. And the margin is 4. Here we go. Rabbitohs, if they hang on, they are definitely playing semi-finals rugby league. In Jason Demetrio's first year as an NRL coach. Really, and they haven't scored a point in the second half. He had told me South don't score a second half point, well, I don't have them winning. But here they are, 4 in front with under 6 to go. 30 metres away from the Cowboys line. South thought they'd earned a penalty there. The fans go up.
That's a great charge, Havili.
11 metres away from the line. This is begging for a left-hand raid. Here they go. Walker turns it inside. Cheek cam, a little bobble. And thrown down by Taumalolo. Last tackle, Havili. Ilias looked to kick. He's going to be caught. Caught with a ball on the last. Leading by 4. A quick exchange. And the Cowboys have the ball. And now the South's defence will try and lift. Oh, Burgess was deep at marker. Holmes with it for the Cowboys. I mean, Golden Point is still in the picture at 14-10. Inside the final 5. Hiku with the ball. Now with Felt, the try scorer, the man that has them in the game. Over the 40. Hard set this one for the Cowboys. Through 4 tackles. This time Drinkwater, cut out ball to Holmes. So he doesn't have Graham to run at now. And this is the last play. It is with Townsend. They're going to run it. They're going to run it. Drinkwater looking to unlock the right-hand side. Then they put it down. Eku lost it, then put a foot to it. Handling errors have been a big factor in the match.
Yeah, that was too sideways. Scott Drinkwater just trying to skirt the South Sydney defenders and use his speed, but Cody Walker, he wasn't able to get around Cody. And then tried the flick pass to Petty Hiku, couldn't handle it. That was a bit desperation.
Let's go to Jake on the sideline.
Yeah, just clearing it up, guys, that Campbell Graham has not come off HIA. He came off for a foul play, free interchange, is now back out there for the South Sydney Rabbitohs to finish this game.
Well, that leaves you wondering on the actual point of contact. So South Sydney with the ball over halfway. So not required to stay off the field. He's back at right centre. For South Sydney, they're inside the Cowboys' half. Koloamatangi with it. Can they put the icing on the cake, the Rabbitohs? Murray, yes, they're getting left. Mitchell decides to kick. Johnston's going to win the race. Oh, he's taken down by Felt. The ball is loose. What happened between Felt and Johnston? You tell me.
We have 2 instances of interference to look at. Got to clear the contact with Kyle Felt, that he doesn't take out a chaser. And then when we get closer to grounding, Latrell, if we don't have a grounding here, and if there's interference before he grounds it.
Referee Sutton sums it up. This is a big review.
Latrell hit the ground hard. It was a terrific kick. They finally go left and find Latrell out on the edges. He puts the kick in. Alex Johnston is onside. Oh, I think he just sort of puts his arm out and knocks him over. Latrell gets the kick through and almost gets there, but I don't know if he was interfered with or it was just a...
I thought he copped the push off balance. See the push come up?
Just almost as he kicked the ball, Latrell, yes.
Well, the arm of Felt's the first one we have to clear, though, Brandon.
Contact here.
Well, you can go shoulder to shoulder, but I don't know if you can put your arm out.
At this point, Kyle Felt has impeded Alex Johnston. I'm just
Okay.
playing on to see what happens.
Well, there's the first one.
Yep.
At least penalty.
Well,
there's the push.
Well, yeah, but I if you look at it in normal speed, I think he makes contact as Latrell kicks the ball. Slow it down, it looks like... It doesn't look great for Scott Drinkwater, but I'm passing that one. I'm giving Souths a penalty.
We have a knock-on from Latrell Mitchell in the field of play. We have a penalty for the interference by Kyle Felt on Alex Johnston.
There we go.
So, no to penalty try, Drinkwater interference on Mitchell.
No.
But is it professional foul then? Kyle Felt in try-scoring position.
Well,
he has to go to the bin, doesn't he?
Probably.
He has to go to the bin, and he will go to the bin. They've got 11. Well, if they've, whether you agree with the penalty, once they've blown it, try-scoring position, you have to go off. It would be unfair to every other team in that situation. It's 13 v 11, Brandy. Gee, it'd be some sort of story if the Cowboys come back to win here.
Well, they're
2 men down.
They're running out of time, and they're at the wrong end of the field at the moment. And yeah, you can shoulder a play, you can run shoulder to shoulder, but you can't stick your arm out. So the penalty's certainly warranted, and because of the try-scoring situation, well, off to the bin he goes. Souths aren't going to kick for goal. They'll keep the ball down here or attempt to keep the ball down here.
13 v 11. They have to find space here, the red and greens. Havili, you know what every Souths fan is thinking. Cody, we've got a winger out on the left. He's scored 1,000,000 tries. How about 1,000,001? Here they go. Cody Walker, ball is along the ground. The Rabbitohs have made a mess of it.
Okay.
But they get a penalty.
It is Peter Hickey.
Offside. It was offside by 3 yards. They were that short out their numbers.
Anyone here 13 on 10?
Hiku left the line way too early.
Long-time Souths fans will remember it back in 86. They ended up with 10 against Parramatta at Parramatta Stadium. Havili. And there for Murray. Same again, say the Souths fans. Cody. Now Havili. Well, I don't know. Well, that's going to find a one-man advantage. Just running one out at Jake Granville, but it puts them on the right side of the post. Ready to sweep left. Murray gets caught by a rushing defence. Great spirit shown by the Cowboys. They're still in it. There's under 2 to go. Rabbitohs say the quickest way from A to B is just run straight. And Tom Burgess scores the try that will win and seal the game.
Well, why do anything different than what they've been doing all night? And that's playing around the ruck. They've been spending whole sets, 5 metres either side of the play the ball, and while they haven't come up with points, it's helped them play field position and in the end get the win. Now they are up against 11 men. Granville and Leilua just not able to do the job on Tom Burgess, who comes back into the side after spending a few weeks on the sidelines, and he has been mighty for the Bunnies tonight. 16 runs, 152 metres, and just powers his way over the top of Jake Granville. Down to 11, the Cowboys.
There's been some fine Burgess moments here at this ground. And for Sam, for George, and right now for Tom. Back after 3 weeks out, he's got the try. And with the conversion coming, 10-point margin, 13 v 11. Souths are headed for finals football, Brandy, and take a win into next week's humongous clash with the Roosters at Allianz.
Yeah, that's what was hanging over their head coming into this game, Vossi, that they weren't assured a finals 8 spot if they didn't win tonight, because then they had the Roosters next week. So they've come up with the points inside a minute. As we just watched Tom Burgess do it again. It's been quite a different game to what I expected before kickoff.
20 plays 10. Cowboys find the sideline. Okay, so they keep the ball. We're inside the final minute. Have they got the miracle of all miracles? This A-League side, the Cowboys, with 11.
Oh no, 5. You just got to stay in that order. Oh, you got 2 in the bin. Yeah,
You got 2 in the bin. So yeah, he's got 2 in the bin. So only need 5.
You can't have more than...
He's having to educate the Cowboys players as to what they are required here. So live ladder with the Rabbitohs, 2 points, their hands around it. On 30, Canberra and Brisbane to find out that last spot. And now close to the sideline. That was after the caller held. Surely Campbell Graham, he might find himself in the bin.
Can't drag.
So penalty Cowboys, but it just winds down time on the clock. Drinkwater takes the tap. Townsend's with it. One last throw of the dice. It's a bludger. It's taken on the full by Johnston, who's thinking, you know what? I want to run.
Time off.
Oh, Jared,
time
you're
off.
a party pooper.
Time off. Timekeeper, time off. Up here, he's going to put it on the foot. On the foot.
Well, I'll penalise him then.
Hand on the chop. Wait.
And take it with the foot. South player's not onside. Bit shambolic, really, what happened there. That's what round 25 brings us. Cowboys, Panthers, Roosters, Rabbitohs. And a strip from the Cowboys.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? And then Tatola pushes him down at a penalty against Tatola. So 10 the difference. And I can't come up with a way for the Cowboys to win. Townsend decides to bomb for the corner. It's batted over the sideline. And now another penalty for deliberately knocking the ball forward.
It's a penalty.
Well, we haven't seen that since Daily Messenger. A rush of penalties for the Cowboys. What's that, 3 in a row? Why not the sin bin? Fair enough.
No, Isaiah
Fair
Tass
enough.
just wanted to get rid of it.
All right, let's have another kick, Chad Townsend. Let's improve on the last one. And now it's knocked forward. Has Jared got a penalty? Has he got another one? No, he doesn't. That's where it ends. The Rabbitohs will be represented in the finals. Well done, Jason Demetrio, in your first year as an NRL coach. It was tense all the way through. The Cowboys finished with 11 men. There is the live ladder. The Sharks are outright second. The Rabbitohs hang on to 7th position. Raiders and Brisbane still have a shot at the 8. Full time at Accor Stadium, South Sydney 20, the North Queensland Cowboys 10.